How did it come about that you were to create a new Alien versus Predator?
Well, we've always wanted to do a new one. I mean, in the old days, where it was me and my brother and a small team of people, we obviously did the Atari Jaguar version, and then we did the PC version, and we did versions of that as well. But then we didn't do the AVP2 thing. We always wanted to, but we kind of had done too many AVP kind of things by then, and we're getting very busy with lots of other titles. We've been trying and, well, keeping an eye on the Aliens sort of world, and they had the movies come out, and then we kind of pitched and managed to kind of get to work with Fox and Sega on this fantastic product. Yes, I mean, as a company, you kind of do what games come along and you do the best you can, and sometimes the games are done in a really short space of time and you don't have time to polish them as much as you'd like. And other games, you know, we did Sniper Elite, Dread vs. Death, we bought a comic book, and we've been keeping very, very busy. And it's just brilliant to have an opportunity to kind of revisit this and work on the consoles. I mean, we were very early at having PlayStation 3 development kits, for example. We have a very close relationship with all the hardware manufacturers. But for some reason, we just didn't get a big title out there. We were kind of doing a lot of the last-gen titles. I mean, we did Call of Duty World at War, Final Fronts, which is really proud of it on PlayStation 2, and quite a lot of PSP stuff as well. And certain types of business come along, and you've got to go with the flow. I mean, we're one of the biggest independent games developers now in Europe. Well, we've always gone back to the original movies. You know, Alien, which is all about claustrophobia and fear. Aliens, which was the kind of squad-based kind of attitude, sassy chatback and that kind of stuff, and the monsters themselves. And of course, the Predator and Arnie and, you know, the minigun and all those brilliant things. We've always tried to take it back to those original movies, because to us, those are that's the foundation of what we're trying to do here. So rather than building necessarily on what other people have done, we kind of made people that hadn't worked on Aliens vs. Predator games before, and we got most of the old team are still with us. There's quite a few people that haven't. We said, right, we all got to sit down and watch the movies yet again, just to extract that last bit of value out of going back to the originals. And they are brilliant movies. And so we've just tried to build on that. And there's something totally terrifying about Aliens, about the kind of the fact they can walk on the walls and ceilings, and the fact that they're so inhuman. The Predator's interesting because the Predator's got kind of a certain predator morality. It's not our morality, but it's definitely a kind of theme behind it. Whereas the Aliens they're not
sort of proud predators. They got some sort of pride going.
Well, we've always thought of the Predators as kind of tribal but high tech, and also, you know, they kind of hunt with honor. It's one of the things we always tried to bring out, the idea that they were powerful, but there's no point killing unless you can kill well. So the whole trophy hunting thing was a great kind of a great element to build on for gameplay. Well, we've gone a little bit further ahead in time, so kind of 10, 15 years ahead in time. So we've allowed a little bit more in the way of artificial people in it, as they prefer to be called, rather than robots or androids. And we've kind of expanded the whole ethos and kind of set it on a new planet. There's always got to be a reason to get predators into the world, as well as aliens and marines, and it's always good to have a few colonists hanging around so the aliens can hatch more aliens there. And just trying to build on the mythos a little bit as well. So, yeah, we work really closely with Fox. Obviously, Fox approve everything that we do. And Sega, obviously, are very keen to work with us. And just bunging it all together and making it work coherently is exciting. You've obviously got the three different characteristics. The alien has no ranged weapons, so he's got speed and close-up combat and can hide in the darkness really well. Your Marines have kind of got pretty good mid-range combat, really not so good close-in combat, and quite good long-range combat. And the Predators kind of got long-range and short-range capabilities, and not really very much in the middle. We tried to manage it the sort of the paper, scissors, stone kind of game, where no one thing is perfect solution to winning the game. So you really need to play. If you're playing as a Marine, you've got to work out, or I've got to keep the aliens at a distance. I've got to. I can put traps down and things like that, whereas the Predator, we try to drive people up into the trees so that they use their stealth to get around. Obviously, invisibility, we've tried to control that by giving you kind of only a certain amount of power that you can't keep it on all the time, otherwise it'd be a bit pointless. And then the alien as well, you've got the power of sneaking over the ceiling, and I always look up at the ceiling here at E3 and think, wow, really great place for an alien to hide. I mean, it's all painted black, which is exactly what you'd want as an alien.
There's something dripping down here, right?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so When do you guys think you'll be ready with Alien vs. Predator?
We are just past alpha at the moment, so we've probably got, you know, another 3, 4, 5, 6 months before we submit. I reckon, well, so far it's sort of slated for first quarter of next year.